From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us on this first alert weather day right now on KPIX News and streaming on CBS News Bay Area.
And it is a beautiful morning on this Friday, but we know it is expected to heat up and pretty quickly. We're live in Contra Costa County with how you can stay safe ahead of this 4th of July weekend.
It is a first alert weather day today, tomorrow, and even into Sunday as the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for all the highlighted areas on this map. We're going to break down your forecast heading into our 4th of July setup just in a bit.
And it is a getaway Friday. A lot of people getting ready to head out of town today for the weekend. Plus, we're dealing with some foggy freeways this morning. We'll have a look at that coming up.
Breaking news, a pair of blockbuster decisions handed down by the Supreme Court just minutes ago. President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness program has been struck down, and the High Court back to business opposed to same-sex marriage. We'll break down both of these major rulings.
It's not easy. It's painful. It's really painful.
A live loss to gun violence, why the parent of a Bay Area teen and other families want to take short-term rental home platform Airbnb to court.
Back to that breaking news, Amanda. The Supreme Court wrapped up its term with some major decisions. Just moments ago, it handed down a ruling that strikes down a Biden administration policy on student loan forgiveness. In a 6-3 vote, the court said the administration overstepped its authority with a plan to wipe out more than $400 billion in debt. Last August, President Biden and the Education Secretary sought to adjust the Higher Education Relief Opportunities for Students Act. They aim to forgive between $10,000 and $20,000 in debt per borrower. But today, Justice John Roberts wrote, the act allows the secretary to waive or modify existing statutory or regulatory provisions applicable to financial assistance programs under the Education Act, not to rewrite that statute from the ground up. In a separate ruling also this morning, a conservative majority also ruled in favor of a graphic artist from Colorado. The 6-3 ruling says the woman, who is an evangelical Christian, can lawfully refuse to create wedding websites for same-sex couples, despite a law in Colorado that prohibits discrimination. Justice Neil Gorsuch, writing for the majority, said the First Amendment protects the designer from creating speech she does not believe. He said, quote, "The First Amendment envisions the United States as a rich and complex place where all persons are free to think and speak as they wish, not as the government demands." I want to get back to that student loan debt decisions, though, the decision that came down just this morning by the High Court. So joining me this morning is Sonia Jathani, the Director of Financial Aid at Cal State East Bay. First of all, good morning for joining us. Thank you for coming back on our show to talk to us about this. I want to get your reaction to this decision that just came down. And then secondly, do you think President Biden's policy for partial debt forgiveness is even one that's well thought out here?
Yes, thank you for having me. It has been a very depressing week as an LGBTQ woman in higher education. It's going to take some time for me to kind of process everything that's been happening. I think that the Biden administration has done its best in trying to assist students with the burden of these loans. I'm a little bit frustrated of the decision in the Supreme Court because the government as a whole has been continuing to create barriers between my office and the students. You know, we are here to try to make sure that these students succeed. And unfortunately, we are dependent on resources that the federal government and the state departments provide to us. And so this is just a horrible news for higher education this week.
Well, you use the term frustrated, so I know you work well with students. How do you think this decision affects students in your office? I mean, I'm sure they could potentially be frustrated at this point, too. So tell us, what are you hearing from students? And, obviously this is something that, you're frustrated about, it seems like.
Yes, well, students, specifically in the public sector, have to work in order to feed their families as well as maintain their grades in higher education. And I know that a lot of them have been really desperate in trying to find a way to pay down their debt. This through either, stopping college and, so that they can focus on working a little bit more to save up. And then with the prices of the cost of education, skyrocketing, it's becoming more and more impossible for them to succeed. And it's becoming more and more impossible for us to be able to provide them with the necessary tools that they need in order to graduate.
Yeah, I'm sure you see a lot of situations where young people there are kind of wrapped in debt, even after college. I mean, let's be honest. I don't know if you can even answer this. How are you going to approach your students to kind of ease some of their worries going forward now?
Well, we do a lot of financial literacy workshops here at CSU East Bay. One of the things that, the Department of Ed has been falling short on is providing this information to the students who are eligible to a lot of benefits that they offer when it comes to the repayment plans. And so what we're going to be doing here is trying to get the word out as much as possible that as citizens and permanent residents of the United States, that they are able to be considered for different benefits that would allow them to kind of breathe while they're paying off their debt.
Sonia Jadani, thank you so much for your time this morning. And I know this is a lot to unpack even with you, and this is all developing, but your insight is certainly important, so we appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on the show and sticking even a couple minutes after, so thank you so much. Well, we will bring you more on the latest of the Supreme Court's decision our next half hour, so make sure you stick right here with CBS News Bay Area.
Also breaking right now, Academy Award and Tony Award-winning actor Alan Arkin has died. Arkin was well known for his roles in the Netflix series The Kaminsky Method and the 2006 film Little Miss Sunshine. The legendary actor started as a stage performer, joining Chicago's Second City comedy troupe as an early member before making his Broadway debut in 1961 in From the Second City. Arkin passed away yesterday at his home in Carlsbad. He was 89 years old. Now to a live look outside for you this morning. We have declared today as the first alert weather day. An inland heat advisory is set to take effect in just a few hours. But before we take you to one of the Bay Area spots expecting triple-digit temps, let's get to First Alert meteorologist Jessica Birch with a check on our weather.
It is a First Alert weather day, especially for those east inland hills where daytime highs today are expected to hit the triple digits near Antioch with upper 80s and 90s throughout most of the Bay Area, too. It's going to be a scorcher for us in certain pockets heading into this 4th of July weekend. Let's dive straight into our forecast right now, starting off down in the Santa Clara Valley. Sunny skies above us as we wake up this morning. Current temperatures in San Jose only sitting in the 60s, but later this afternoon, we are expected to hit the 80s and then 90s heading into this weekend. Taking a look at the National Weather Service, they're on top of this, folks. All throughout the highlighted zones and counties on this map, we're expecting 90s and triple digits. And this is a friendly reminder with this heat advisory that kicks off this morning to start hydrating, start taking good care of yourself heading into this weekend. A lot of us are going to have pool days, barbecues, celebrating the 4th of July holiday, and you do need to be prepared with all of this heat. It will feel like summer down in the Santa Clara Valley. Tomorrow, we're hitting the 90s. Plenty of sunshine to stick around, but as we head out to the East Bay now, Brentwood, Antioch, Fairfield, all of you guys over there, we're hitting triple digits today and even warmer temperatures tomorrow as that area of high pressure continues to build in. So tomorrow we're hitting 108 degrees, but look at Tuesday. It starts to calm down pretty fast after that Saturday and Sunday setup. So Saturday and Sunday, some of our warmest days that we've had so far this year. Luckily, that high pressure system will move out. We're left with 80s by Monday and Tuesday, just in time for 4th of July. 60s are expected for us, for our friends in the Bay, as early as next Tuesday. But for now, we're still flirting with those 70s, with 60s in the forecast all the way off along our coastline. So beautiful conditions there. And as we take a quick look at what's going on throughout the rest of the Bay Area, some of us are hitting the triple digits, and officials are urging us to take precautions. So our Jocelyn Moran is out there right now in Contra Costa County this morning, where it's expected to be very hot today and throughout this whole weekend. Jocelyn.
Yeah, hey Jess, good morning. Yeah, we haven't experienced this type of heat in quite a while, so it is always a good idea to refresh our memories as to some of the things we can do to protect ourselves ahead of those hot temperatures. We talk about just staying safe by wearing sunscreen and staying hydrated. Of course, those are things that we repeat, but they are good things to repeat because they are very important. Something else that you can do, well, you want to walk your pets early in the morning. That is to avoid that hot pavement that can hurt our pets. That is something that we also have seen this morning. In fact, you're about to hear from Kate here. She was walking her dog Oliver earlier this morning. She's thinking about herself, but also her corgi Oliver. She also knows that coming out here early in the morning is beneficial for both of them.
You know, their bodies overheat so quickly and their paws take on so much heat, especially from like the pavement and just being outside in general. So just limiting their time is definitely crucial, especially when the temps rise above like 90.
Well, this first heat wave of the summer comes during the 4th of July weekend, a time when families want to be with their loved ones, enjoying time off and walking their pets like you just saw. The Contra Costa County Deputy Fire Chief, by the way, says if you are going to celebrate this weekend near the water, use life jackets and have a designated driver for your boat. He also shared some other tips.
If it's 103 outside, that's not the day to go hiking on Mount Diablo. We encourage the public to enjoy the open space, but do that early in the morning when temperatures are down and not at 103 degrees.
Yeah. Hiking in 103-degree weather, not a good idea. We know people also like lighting up sparklers and fireworks ahead of the 4th of July. Also not a good idea. While you think it may be fun, it can be dangerous, and we're going to show you just how. So get this, firefighters in Contra Costa County demonstrated just what can happen from a flame of a simple sparkler. Not a high-flying illegal firework. They set this hillside on fire all with a sparkler. So at the end of the day, just don't do it. This could spread quickly, and with the hot temperatures expected, it is not a good combination. And not just that, from experience, firefighters and first responders are also preparing to respond to injuries caused by illegal fireworks. So just to wrap up how you can stay safe this weekend, stay hydrated, wear that sunscreen, make sure if you are going to be by water, wear those life jackets, have a plan, and of course, stay away from those illegal fireworks, Jess.
Thank you so much for that, Jocelyn, and great tips there too. Now, just that a second ago, you saw that corgi out there, and she mentioned the hot temperatures in the asphalt. It only takes 95 degrees to heat the asphalt up to around 140 degrees. Wow. Within a minute, that would burn paws, kids' feet. If you're playing out there, even in the turf grass, you know, that heats up fast too. So think about that heading into this weekend. If you have outdoor plans, if you're traveling in or out of town, take it slow during that mid portion of the day while we're at the peak with the UV rays and also those hot temperatures too.
So do it earlier in the morning or later in the evening.
Exactly.
If you're going to get out and about. No, especially where she is right now. That water though behind her did look very refreshing.
It did. A lot of people are heading out to the beach this weekend too, right?
They will. A lot of people heading to the coast, Highway 1 along Pacifica, Half Moon Bay, even north of the Golden Gate. Stinson Beach will likely be busy, maybe down to Santa Cruz as people try to beat the heat. So if you are going to take any beach routes or any beach plans, definitely think ahead, and those parking lots will likely be very busy. Right now, as far as traffic stands, look at this. Jess, you'll appreciate this. Live look here at the Golden Gate Bridge. That's a lot of fog, and it is just settled over the span. It's been like this all morning long, and a bit of a struggle if you're headed through here just because it's a little slower than usual. We're not seeing a ton of cars out there just yet, but that will likely change, kind of the calm before the storm. It is a getaway Friday, and a lot of people will be heading out of town, and that really will ramp up today. So definitely plan ahead as you hit the roadways today. All right, here is a look at your current travel times as you head out the door. Westbound 80, Highway 4 to the Maze, that is 31 minutes. Westbound 580, 205 to 680, 33 minutes. But things looking a little bit better on 101 and Highway 4. But again, with that holiday travel expected, this afternoon will be very busy on some of our getaway routes, our Bay Area bridges, so expect delays. And about 4 million Americans are expected to skip the airport and hit the roads this holiday weekend. If you are one of them, here's a tip. You probably want to fuel up your car now, as in today. The state gas tax is going up by 4 cents. That starts tomorrow. The tax funds road repairs, and it goes up every July to adjust for inflation. After this weekend's increase, it'll add about 58 cents per gallon to your total. We'll continue to track the heat and, of course, this holiday travel all weekend long. Make sure you stick with us at CBS News Bay Area and KPIX.com for the latest on these warm temperatures and on places where you can cool off because likely a lot of people in the East Bay will be looking for those spots. Amanda.
Yeah, and Gianna, I saw in that video there was gas for $3.75.
Where?
Tell me where that's at, or this is really old video, because that would be great. All right, let's look at this morning's other top stories. After years of fact-finding and public hearings, the final report from California's first in the nation reparations task force is now in the hands of state lawmakers.
We want justice. We want justice.
The 1,100-page document details California's role in perpetuating discrimination against black residents through actions like over-policing and housing discrimination. Ideas for repairing the harm include a formal apology to descendants of enslaved black people and financial compensation. The panel did not recommend a fixed dollar amount. State lawmakers and the governor still have to sign off on any payments or policy changes. A Florida jury has found a former sheriff's deputy not guilty of several felonies for failing to act during a school shooting. The attack 5 years ago killed 17 people at a high school in Parkland. Prosecutors had alleged that former Deputy Scott Peterson's inaction contributed to some of the deaths and injuries. Peterson broke down in tears after he was acquitted of child neglect, culpable negligence, and perjury.